Hi everyone, welcome to Yoga with Adriene. I'm Adriene and this is Benji, and today we have some yoga tips on the hands. So mostly about placement in downward dog, but a couple little things to just help inspire or wake up your hands and your attention on your hands in your asana practice in particular. So hop into something comfy and let's get started. Okie doke, my friends. Let's begin today's practice in a nice, comfortable seat of your choice. We are looking at the hands today in our practice, but you also selected this video probably in an effort to take some time for yourself, learn something, explore, improve your practice, which of course has a direct effect on your life. So let's go ahead and start by taking a moment to just tune in, collect ourselves, connect to the breath, and find what feels good. So wherever you are, sit up nice and tall. Find length through the crown, and you can close your eyes if you're feeling adventurous, or soften your gaze down gently past your nose. Then draw the hands mindfully together at the heart, and take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just relax your shoulders. Let go of the day thus far and just take a second to feel your breath. Feel yourself. And trust that this is valuable time and energy that you've carved out for you. We always talk about the journey being the reward in yoga, but then we bypass the journey and the process of learning a lot. So I admire you for taking time to explore with this video and play. All right, just take one more cycle of breath here, inhaling in. And exhaling out. And then we'll open the eyes. You might have a little fun. Flutter the eyelashes open. Benji's alert. Here we go. We're going to press the elbows left to right. Really feeling this connection palm to palm. Is Holy Palmer's Kiss. Name where that's from down in the comment section down below. So a nice active press here. Again, elbows left to right. Shoulders are going to want to creep up here, but we're going to keep them drawing down, lifting the sternum up towards the thumbs. Spread the fingertips super wide. So thumbs are reaching towards the sternum and pinkies are reaching towards the front. So they're actively stretching away from each other. Great. Take another deep breath in. And then on the exhale, close the fingers, bring everything in towards each other. Keep pressing. Open, spread the fingertips wide, and close. And twice more. Open and close. Whoo! And last one, open and close. Awesome. Take a rest. Just allow your wrists or your hands to rest gently on your knees. So the thing is, in these exercises, and I'm going to link to a healthy amount of really awesome yoga for the hands and wrists videos. These videos have some of my favorite things that I just teach over and over and over again for building strength in the hands and wrists, stability as well. So check them out. But the thing is, you have to remember is if you're really feeling it in your hands, you probably are going to benefit from regular practice. So the more you do it, right, the bigger shift. And you'll start to notice that in your poses, in your asana practice as well. All right, bring the hands together again, interlace the fingertips, nice and easy. Just press the palms forward, stretching through the forearms. Plug the shoulders into socket. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. The next time you breathe out, take your hands, press them, slide them over towards the right. Good. Breathe in, come back to center. Breathe out as you take them, slide them over towards the left. Benji, what's up, buddy? Inhale, come back to center. We're gonna release, palms face up now on the knees or the thighs. Great, index finger and thumb come together. We press them together. Keep breathing. Then just continuing down the line, pressing into all fingers back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This reminds me of a video we have on the Find What Feels Good membership. It's a Kundalini meditation called Satanama. Of course, in this case, we're actively pressing the fingerprints together, active, active. In that one, it's a bit softer, but it's an amazing meditation. If you're interested in it, go check it out. All right, release that. Send the fingertips forward, palms face down. Then draw your hands into knuckles, into fists, and you're just gonna draw the knuckles down. Ooh, yeah, and then up. Down, and then up. Ooh, down, and then up, and down last time, and then up. And now open the palms wide, super wide like starfish. Dial the pinkies down, out, externally rotate, down, 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 and then up. Woo, down, and then up. And one more time, down, and then up. And you can notice how it kind of all moves together in one moving part, which we're gonna put into play now on all fours. So go ahead and come to all fours, nice and easy. Okay, so a tip here is each time you're placing the hand to the earth, you have a chance to really just thank the earth, right? It's about alignment, but it's also about like the meaning you give to things. And that can really help inform your alignment in a way that I think we should explore a little more in yoga. So come on down, knees are underneath the hips, wrists are underneath the shoulders. And you might just notice your pattern here of kind of coming a little bit narrow. Rarely do I see someone go too wide. Usually it's too narrow. So bring your wrists right underneath the elbow, elbow right underneath the shoulder for tabletop. And take a look at your hands. Spread them super wide here so you feel the webbing between each finger stretching. And then see if you can really root down through your fingerprints, really root down through your knuckles. Keep going. And then reaffirm this connection that is between your index finger and thumb. Yes, this is where we want to be. So we're taking pressure out of the wrists almost completely by really connecting through the knuckles, through the fleshy part between the index finger and thumb, and clawing through the fingertips. Keep breathing here. Now elbow creases are going to shine forward, biceps towards the front edge of the mat. So you start with the hands and then we allow that to rotate up towards the shoulders. And it's one big connection here. Great, let's take a cat-cow, because why not? This time is valuable. But also to add breath and movement to see if you can maintain what you have going on in the hands. So whenever you're ready, drop the belly, open the chest, breathe in. And then exhale, really establish or reestablish with the hands as you round through the spine. So there's this yielding. You're pressing away from the yoga mat. We're not just collapsing into the hands of the wrists. Yes. And with practice and with strengthening, stretching, building stability in the hands and wrists, this will become easier. Okay, come back to a nice neutral spine. Now we're gonna continue the rotation all the way around. You might need to walk your knees in just a bit. And in particular, if you feel any pain around the wrist, go ahead and walk the knees in and start nice and close to the fingertips. So same thing, I'm trying to claw through the fingertips, connect knuckle to mat, really, really strong. And then establish or reestablish over and over this connection that's between my index finger and thumb. In time, you'll be able to walk back here, create more space, more length. But again, if you feel any pinching or any pain at all, just walk those knees up and work here. So this is also great to do on a wall. You can do this with one hand on a wall one way and then the other one at a time, or both at the same time. Take one more cycle of breath here. You're doing awesome. And then return to tabletop position. Really be meticulous about the hands here. The wrists stacked underneath the shoulders. And then memorize this for your practice. Tabletop position, this nice, strong base to work from. Cool. Awesome. From here, we'll curl the toes under, send the hips back. Just take a second to come off the wrists. You can rotate them one way and then the other. Okay, so another little tip for today's practice is the placement of hands in downward facing dog. So you can check out the Downward Dog Foundations video, which is super old, but check it out. And then in addition, you'll have the hand and wrist videos in the description. But one thing I'm seeing a lot lately in photos and videos, and definitely in studio classes and live events, is the placement of the hands for downward dog is really narrow. So let's come to check that out. So we're gonna come back to all fours. We're gonna walk the hands out this time, creating diagonal line from wrist to shoulder. So again, same thing as in table, we have to actually start at the bottom, right? Start at the base. So I'm seeing beautiful hand placement, maybe even a great connection of fingerprints, of knuckles, working to spread that weight out on the palm, not the wrist. But my hands are pretty narrow usually here. I'm seeing a lot. So when I come into downward dog, I can't really find a lot of rotation in my shoulders here. I can't get my shoulder blade to drop down and wrap around the body because my hands are too narrow. I don't have a fighting chance. So go ahead and let's just explore. We'll just workshop a little bit today. Go ahead and bring your pinkies towards the outer edges of your mat, like all the way. And then place your hands there, almost to where your pinky nail is kind of coming off the mat. And then imagine you're opening a pickle jar with your right hand to the right, elbow crease, everything connects, you know that. And then left hand to the left, everything connects. So elbow creases forward. And if you have a lot of mobility, hypermobility even, or just plain old flexibility in your elbows, you're gonna wanna really work hard to maintain that micro bend. And that's really for everyone. But if you have hypermobility, you're gonna wanna just keep it on your list, baby. So hands are nice and wide here. My index finger and thumb are pointing to the front edge of the mat, so not towards each other. So for example, peek at the video here. Instead of placing the hands like this for downward dog, I'm placing them like this. Let's see what happens. Find the connection with your hands. Connect that to the elbow joint, to the shoulder joint. Wrap the shoulder blades around. Curl the toes under and send the hips up high with this nice wide base. Pedal it out, explore. Nice wide base of the hands, which translates all the way up to the shoulders, which translates to all of the shoulder blade, the lat, the way I can relax my traps, and even the way I engage transverse abdominis and hug my low ribs in for this connection here. So all because of my hand placement, I'm able to find this chain, this connection. Inhale, exhale to slowly release. Nice work. Just come to a nice, easy seat, your choice. We're just gonna cross one arm over the body here, like so. Wiggle the fingertips maybe, and then release and switch. So I have a friend who's also my coach at the gym who often talks about connection versus position. And sometimes I think we get a little wrapped up in learning like the correct or most traditional posture, and we forget how important it is for us to make that connection. And if you do any sort of resistance training or strength training, you know what I'm talking about too. So just kind of bringing that into our practice. Okay, come into Dandasana now. So you're gonna come to sit on your bum. Flex the feet up towards the sky. We'll take the fingertips forward, draw them into knuckles again. And once again, we'll just go down with the knuckles and then up and down and up. Let's try to sit nice and tall here, down and up, and then open the palms wide. You're gonna spiral them down and then up, down, and then up, down, and then up, and then down. And the next time you're down, go ahead and take your right hands to your left fingers and press nice and easy the forearm and the wrist through for a stretch. And then switch. Right fingertips down, left fingertips come in. Big stretch here, breathing deep. Excellent, then release. You're gonna bring now the knuckles to the ground and you're gonna walk them back so that your wrists come close to the earth. Then we'll loop the shoulders and you can open the palms wide here. They kind of blossom out as you feel nice deep stretch. Lift from the pelvic floor, flex your feet towards your face. Big breath in, long breath out. And now staff pose, traditional. Bring the hands right at the waistline. Spread the fingers, press away from your yoga mat. If the fingers or hands, excuse me, don't come to the mat, just tent the palms, press into your fingers, lift up through the chest. Breathing deep. You're doing awesome. Gorgeous. Then send the fingertips forward, slowly roll all the way down to your back, nice and easy. Bring the knees up towards the chest, hug them in. Rock a little side to side. Find what feels good. And then from here you can slide your hands to the backs of the thighs, rock all the way up. Maybe rock a couple times if it feels awesome. And if you're ready to close out this little workshop, then come to a nice comfortable seat or pause the video and start to work in your downward dog, your plank position, gate pose, tabletop, and play with this position of the hands. And notice how the position of the hands has everything to do with how you connect with the rest of your body when you're doing those weight-bearing postures. I'll link to other videos in the description below. If you're ready to rock out, let's bring the palms together. Start to create a little friction, a little heat. Nice, swift rubbing of the palms together. Sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, bring your hands to your chest. Just feel the energy. Give thanks for this time that you've taken for yourself. May it inspire you to get on the mat more and more. Remember, a little goes a long way. And regular practice and regular check-ins with your breath and your body will bring the most results. Bring the palms together. Thumbs up to the third eye. Inhale in, exhale to bow. Thanks everyone. Namaste.